Folks, welcome back to the console RPG Maker world, everyone, and we're back to the wild world of PKA. And I managed to pull a few strings and get a nice new fancy little getup. Huzzah! PKA remains a game that really pumped the gas once we moved to 4th gear, and it is a darling of a game. I highly recommend it personally. But really, the full extent to this game is one that has to be played yourself, because when I found my ideal party, I stuck to it. Well then. You. Oh! 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 Yeah, so as it turns out, I was about 20 steps away from recruiting Tuna. Who knew? Well, the game dev, because they told me, but small apples, you know? I honestly had a blast with this final chunk of the game, and while I may have forgotten most of the names of the characters, I'm still able to keep up with this game's story. So, picking up from the moment I left off, we have to go planet hopping, freeing planets from the control of knights, which is a very smart reuse of locations in my opinion. But the best moments in the game, in my opinion, are in the final couple hours. As your party skills get stronger and allow for more flexible attack plans, the story kicks into overdrive. You have to refight the knights you fought earlier, but with any autonomy stripped away from them. And as you beat them, they thank you for killing them again. Chilling stuff, honestly. But after defeating the mother of all cats and wrapping up the story, there's a sequel tease.
It's over! Woo! PKA! Oh my god, these credits. Alex, Garn, Leon, Clara, Lynn, Kiara, Krista, Conrad, and Tuna! Yeah! There's my Tuna! I mean, I can't say mine, but you know what I mean. Woo! Ah, I missed it! Can we form... There's a post-game! It's not done! Holy fuck! Oh! Okay, hang on. Right, so... the final score. 15 hours, 21 minutes, and 31 seconds. Oh my fucking god, PKA. I am blown away continuously by all of the games that I play, but fuck me, man. I've got, like, everything has its complaints, and I'm not gonna say the game's perfect, but it's pretty fucking solid. I know that I missed a character. I missed a character right back at the beginning. But I don't actually know how to fix that. All I know for a fact is that yeah, there are 2 extra party members you can unlock. One you can't get anymore in your file because you need to be on the tutorial world, which can't be revisited after you finish it. Okay, so I'm considering doing both the post-game content and the extra character I missed as a separate video, not necessarily connected to the review series, but that's up in the air. We may not. All in all,
Just completely unscripted off the cuff. This game's really good. I do believe last time I did it, it got around a 21, 22. I think it'd stick pretty close, if not bumped up a little bit. The party really, in the back half, the party really came into their own. Krista, Alex, Garn, Leon, especially Leon, he got a lot of moments. Um, Tuna existing as a fully recruitable party member was everything I wanted and more. I'm not even joking. Tuna was probably like half of the reason that I half the reason that I could actually finish this. Uh, by the end, I had everything. I never used tuna crisps, but tuna. I really liked tuna. I liked all of the characters, but like top five: tuna, Krista, Alex, Lynn, Garn. Garn actually became a really big mainstay for his cover. I don't know what it is with characters with green hair growing on me substantially over the course of a game's runtime. It happened in Forsaken by the Gods, and it's happened here as well. I just kind of get attached to the green characters. But that is all I have to comment on at the moment. That entire boss fight against Mother of All Cats, start to finish, took me just under half an hour, which is fucking wild. But yeah, good work, game development. Onwards and upwards.
This game's story is a bloody good time. It takes a bit to get going once we're Ravenhawk down and retreading old ground, but once we are, the stakes rise and the game's loose storytelling all comes together into one very cool bow. It's great. I especially love all the attention that Krista got with all her little bits of story, and Lynn in Feminalia was also a really great time as well. Garn I loved as he grew into his own, and that closing cutscene was also really good to see how time passed. The side story with Tuna also links up very nicely too, with her joining up with the party as both a merchant and party member after turning out to be not dead. So the story will remain at the 4 out of 5 I gave it last time. The pacing is a little bit off in places, especially during your second retreat. It kind of feels like you're zipping through some of them and trudging through others. If the pacing was tightened up, I think it'd be able to get up to that perfect 5 out of 5. With the addition of Tuna into the mix, this game's cast of party characters already got better. It already had a 5 out of 5 with the 8 party members that already existed, but Tuna makes it so much better that if I could, I'd give it a 6. I'm not going to because I'm limiting myself to 5, but she's easily my favorite party member of the lot. I know I'm missing one additional party member, and I might do another run through of PKA in my own time to get that party member when I figure out how to do that, and cover the post-game stuff in its own separate video, not connected to the reviews as much. The combat is the first section here that'll get a score bump. It'll go from a 3 to a 4. In the final stretch, the combat's flow gets incredibly fun and fast-paced. A big part of that is Alex and Garn both getting some really nice combat buffs and Tuna's existence. It remains only a 4, however, instead of going straight up to a 5, because the experience, pacing, and skill learning is a bit weird. I think either if you earned experience at a faster rate, or some of those later skills that require TP were learned earlier, I'd bump it up to a 5, but as it stands, it'll be only going up to a 4. The location design is solid across the finale. Even the same locations that look the same, such as the first 2 planets, are fundamentally different from each other. My favorite location will remain Feminalia, however. It's so wildly different from just everything else around it, and even the 4 little sub-locations are so different from each other that it feels like a blast to go through. It remains a 4, however, mostly because the inability to dash in towns and the damage tiles in the lava zones make navigation a pain sometimes. It's entirely personal preference. But despite any complaints I've had about this game, it remains a really damn good game. 5 out of 5 easily for me. It's not a game for everyone, but once you get going after the slow pacing of the intro, you're moving and getting around, and it's a fucking brilliant game, and I'm excited to look at both the sequel and the post-game content in PKA itself. So, with another game finished to credits, we now have only one game left from the original Season 1 collection of games, Quest of Erendia. And while it technically is the next game on my list, I'm well aware of an update for it coming soonish, so I'm going to wait until that 2.0 update drops to cover it again properly, or if I get further down the list and there is no update, I'll just have to cover it anyway, but I'll wait out for that update for as long as I can. So the next game I'll be looking at will be a continuation of A Murder in Buckfield, hopefully finishing it off and the sole RPG Maker with game for this season. I'll see you all either in the next review or the next video, whichever one you see first. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.